This is Anthony McCann reporting to you for Kingsborough Focus. We're talking to a few local businesses who are helping and supporting their community during this difficult time. Each business has been heavily impacted the most by the pandemic, and we're trying to find a much common ground to it. So let's find out more. COVID-19 has dramatically changed the way how we handle our normal life activities and has transformed the way we think about ourselves and our loved ones. It has created so much uncertainty for our local economy, and by all means, it has put a much devastating effect on our local businesses. We asked a local meat cutter about what she thought about the pandemic and how it's affected her personally.
For the corona 19 was good because everybody gonna get sick and you need to be home and your family have to be safe. I think it's have to be little by little opening because it cannot be closing because people have to go back to work, people have to pay rent, and have to open little by little.
Although she says that she's feeling her pain and sorrow when it comes to dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic, she's not the only one that is facing this. There are a lot of business owners from around the street that's feeling the same way that she's currently facing right now. We check in with a local supermarket manager and ask her to tell us about the impact that COVID-19 has on her local business and how she's trying to cope with it. Although she says that she's feeling her pain and sorrow when it comes to dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic, she's not the only one that is facing this. There are a lot of business owners from around the street that's feeling the same way that she's currently facing right now. We check in with a local supermarket manager and ask her to tell us about the impact that COVID-19 has on her local business and how she's trying to cope.
It affected it a lot. The store was running from 6 a.m. to midnight, and due to the lockdown, we had to cut our hours to 9 p.m. to make sure our workers got home safe. So that impacted. We started opening at 7 and closed at 9. So that did affect business because we did lose about 4 hours worth of business.
Although she's given us a detailed explanation on how her business had to cope with this pandemic, many businesses like hers have rethink ways on how to survive financially during the pandemic. And by all means, the efforts have been well paid off. But when it comes to dealing with the new normal, that's a different case.
Well, in the store, we've been trying our best, just trying to provide as much as we can for, our customers, because it has been very difficult to get certain merchandise. When the pandemic had first started, we weren't able to get trucks for like 2 weeks. I would put in an order on Monday and then it wouldn't come for like 2 weeks after that, which is not something, that we wanted, especially since all the shelves were empty. We were trying to provide as much as we can for our neighborhood so they can feel safe. We did start a delivery service to try and make it easier for people so they don't have to come outside. We, our store try to do as much as we can to give back to the community. So, because, we understood, everything that was going on. And personally, my boss, who had lost his mother-in-law, he was really affected by this COVID. So he, really tried to put his all and, keeping everybody safe, having our customers feel comfortable and happy.
Sure, everybody helping and taking the precautions, and I think everything is gonna be okay. Because always in the history always common situations like that, right? So I think if everybody working and they do the right things, everything's gonna be okay.
Work for the best.
Yeah, and we hope that this situation go away and everybody stay safe and because it's good for everybody.
As New York is slowly reopening and recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic, it's important for these local businesses to know and understand the safety and well-being of our local residents so that they can stop the growing spread of the virus and they can keep everyone safe while shopping. As you can see, the COVID-19 pandemic has really brought a sense of relief for these local businesses, but has also brought a lot of uncertainty for them as they're trying to find ways on how to survive financially and to mitigate the losses. Hopefully, at some point, we can all get back to our normal lives. This is Nancy Buchanan reporting for Kingsborough Focus.